Hello. How's it going? Yeah, today is definitely the day. We need to make some big buccarinos in this world, and to, make these big buccarinos, we need to make sure that we're, not really adhering to safety standards or the common well-being of man. You see, why the hell would I ever want things like pensions, a well-run society that functions normally when I could just have a big bag of money? I guess it would only be fitting if we do America, right? We should probably do America. Oh yeah, I remember when the first pilgrims landed in America. They did go ahead and have to come down the road of imminent death. Apparently, it wasn't any of that Christopher Columbus people coming over here on boats discovering America thing. That's a whole bunch of baloney that was sold to you by I don't know, the Twinkies conspiracy factory. America's weird. All right, so obviously the smart move's gonna be making money, and you can also see I really had a stroke trying to write America there. So yeah, obviously, first things first, you come into America, you gotta go ahead and pay yourself the little toll to get in. This part isn't actually that unrealistic. Oh, yeah, I just realized you can put two toll booths right next to each other. Does this function as a road still? Oh my god, it's beautiful if it does. There you go. So this one's going out, and I think if you want to leave my utopia, you definitely have to pay the full price. I got this set up for $2 each if you want to go through the toll, but if you want to come into America, it's just $1. Mostly because you have to face the ethereal road that may or may not, both eat your soul and your vehicle, so you don't really need to worry about that $1 coming in. Technically $2 because there are two toll booths. Yeah. Welcome to America. Alright, so to keep expenditure down to a minimum, we need to have as little utilities like water and electricity going as possible because, they cost money and we're not about spending money, we just need to make money. We also want to make sure we're minimizing the cost of roads because you don't actually know how much these things actually add up in the long run. So just a single 2-lane road will get us 0.32 cents a goddamn week, but if we go down to a dirt road, baby, that's 0.19. 19 pennies for this bad boy a week. Now, unfortunately, there's no option for no road whatsoever, so I can't live in my true ANCAP society, but this will have to do for now. Great. Okay, we got 563 people already living here, and they're already draining my entire electricity budget. You see, guys, you need to calm down with your giant neon glowing lights and your reproducing. You know how much these children cost when they're all playing Fortnite? Okay, so we're minus 1.4k. It's not the worst, but we should stabilize the electricity problem while we can. And we do need to look at what will be the cheapest alternative to actually do that. Now, our best bet by the looks would be these wind turbines. They do produce a lot of electricity for what they are, and their only upkeep is $80 a week. And if we get them up high, like somewhere over here, yeah, 8 megawatts, that's not that bad. And okay, we got a sewage problem too. You guys are just literally shitting out problems for me. Oh god, yeah. At least you got like power lines in the middle of the highway here. Some real Indian infrastructure going on right now. So I'm starting to move us up to high residential here, which is going to make us the big bucks. Unfortunately, we still aren't making much of a profit, and our population's actually dwindling, mostly probably because of the giant crime rate, because I haven't hired a police service. 480 a week for policemen. Do we really need those, guys? Come on, just don't do any crime, and if you do, pay taxes on it. You look at that. Money! Yeah, unfortunately it does look like that money's about to go to waste though, as my city's burning down and there's no electricity. So, yeah, it's literally it's going down right now. Now, so the big expenditures were actually it's at a 9.5 sinkhole. God damn it! Right, so the only thing I want to put down that costs money per se is things like schools and the occasional trash compactor place, because most importantly, we do need people who are educated so they can actually work in our buildings. which we have a problem with right now because people are too stupid apparently. Next up, for people who aren't supplying services in our shops that are selling goods, we need all the dumb people, which we've specifically got an area for over here, to work in our factories. But yeah, with all the uneducated workers going, our industry should start to boom and the money should start to go up. But we obviously need to keep our uneducated people quite high. Not literally, they're not going to smoke anything funny. We need to just keep a high population of them so they can come over here and work in the factories, which is why we've got to be very tactical with who can access this high school, which we don't have any facilities to deal with that, so just throw them in the trash, mate. Bit of an awkward situation is that my population does keep dying off, either from old age, sickness, or whatnot, but I'm hoping that I can just shove some new occupants in these buildings, but bad news for them is they will be sharing with the ex-tenants because we have nowhere to put the bodies. The good news is, the more money I'm making now, I can actually reinvest that money into our economy and into the people. Like, look, I've gone ahead and I've made this cool water slide people can go down. It's not a slide, it is water. And you do drown sometimes. God. Okay, you know it's pretty bad when my population are demanding prisons. I don't even think I have a police station to arrest people. I mean, the crime problem's pretty high. The traffic problem's, it's manageable. Everyone's enjoying the little splish splash of fun down here, but we're making money. 5K in the Bankerino right now. It's working pretty good, making us a whole bunch of money. I'm trying to think of how to make it more. Oh, hold on a half second. I've got a crime problem in the place that's making me money. Would you think this is alright? Only I'm allowed to get away with the mass corruption and criminal activity I've been pulling here. What about happiness? How happy is everyone? Not very happy. Yeah, amazingly though, despite all the crime, our industrial happiness is incredibly high. I'm not entirely sure why, since they're kind of battling criminals every time they walk outside their jobs, but you know what? I ain't questioning it. Hey, see, the thing that's actually killing us, our unemployment's still at 48%, when sure, we're still taxing those people, I think, which makes us some money, but we're not actually getting anything from them work-wise, so we need to figure out how to get these people into the workforce. Not that you really want to be in this town, which is understandable. There you go. I whacked down a whole bunch more industry, and the unemployment rate is completely disappearing. So you want to keep an eye on this from now on to make sure that we're balancing the amount of people working in our dystopian factory town is actually going around. Look at the money! I just can't imagine just how goddamn horrible it would be to be here. Not only you got the mass pollution, but all these cars driving down this dirt road, we're probably knocking up smog everywhere. I give you about 5 hours before you're walking down this place before you die of suffocation. Or, it's all in the numbers, baby. You got 229 births a week and only 81 deaths, which means statistically, those are expendable numbers and extremely acceptable. Why is everything on fire? Should I do something about this? Yeah, it costs money to put fires out, you see. There's nothing to do on the weekends. I would like to go shopping out, but all the good places are out of town. Where do you live? You live right there. Okay, really? You've got restaurants right there. That's what the blue is. That's your what's it called? It's commercial. You have commercial zone right there, Carol. You've got sun chairs on your damn roof with a pool. You're living the high life, baby. Okay, Carol, is living, the luxury life up here. She must own one of these factories over here, and she's very upset that there's not there's not somewhere to eat or go out on the weekend, So I'm just gonna knock down her house, and we'll make you one. You now live in a restaurant. You just gotta wait, give it a minute, and that building will knock down. And it's probably taking a while because I sent someone to shoot Carol. Oh my God, you people just don't stop complaining. Olivia Dixon, where are you? You're living over here. You're complaining about garbage trucks. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and make your house clown colored, because you're a big clown. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if the IT business actually makes you any money, but we're gonna whack one down, and if it ends up costing us money, we'll just demolish it and replace it with more factory. I also think we need to have college educated people for these things to even work, and yeah, we need well educated people, which we don't have. and we probably never will have, but you know what? It makes the map look pretty. Alright, we have a university and we have a high school. We only have 3 people so far that are smart enough to actually go to university, which is okay, sure thing. Yeah, that's a lot of unemployment in the IT sector. This thing is essentially costing me money, well, with no profit whatsoever coming out of it. I didn't realize just how highly uneducated my people were. I didn't even have enough people to get in the high school. We got 176 in there, but I had to put down an elementary school because people were, well, they're so dumb just for the fact I've relied so much on industry that they can't even speak right, you know, do anything. We just basically run around the streets with our rocks and, you know, throw them at each other. Don't worry about that. We got 2 ex-cavemen, and they're gonna turn this city around in terms of profit. It's going up right now. This thing does cost a lot of money. And I'm gonna need to see some return on that, or else I'm gonna blow it up. That's right. We're all apparently Neanderthals, but we're clever enough to go ahead and create money from whatever the hell we're producing in the industrial zone. So screw your education. Alright, now we actually got a few of these buildings actually operating. Now we got a few smart people in the works, and the money's not going up quite as I expected. So we're gonna have to do a few more of the drastic measures, like getting more poor people to work in my weird industrial factories. Alright, we're starting to look pretty tasty right now. We're making a nice 8K, and population's getting up there, and our unemployment, what's our unemployment looking like? That 14%. So we're pretty much doing the best we've ever done so far, and well, the city's not collapsing, I say, as people suddenly demand more water, because I've run out of water. But you know what? Yeah, water's gonna cost you. Now, I could go ahead and legalize some of the devil's lettuce, which actually would be really good for me because I don't actually have any police stations. So the police budget, it's just free money, really. It reduces crime rate, increases tourism, and a bit more tax income. Alright, so an issue that I am gonna have to deal with at some point is the fact, while I haven't really been caring about my citizens' health too much, I've also not been caring too much about where I've been dumping the sewage. And unfortunately, I didn't really check where this little river goes, and it does go out to sea, and it's getting very close to my my water pipe. So we might have to deal with that at some point, maybe. Who knows? I probably won't ever deal with it. We also got the astounding problem of traffic, which doesn't help that they're all going through the toll booth, which I'm sure they're making us a lot of money, but it's also oh god, look how confused they get here. It's definitely it's chalking up the traffic quite a bit, which sorry, I just saw a floating ice cream vat. Realized this part of my country kind of looks like a love heart. Look at that, it's love. All right, okay. Now, what if we just go ahead and we extend the water line like this, so that the sewage is sort of like contained a little bit. You know, it's just it's going this way. It can't get past my impenetrable sewage wall. Is that a problem? That might be a problem. It's been teetering on the electricity consumption right here, and it's starting to get pretty bad now. So I think what we're going to do is institute our little power usage policy we can do, which it gives the upkeep of electricity quite a bit more, but it also apparently makes electricity a bit more sustainable. Which, there you go, boom, that just knocked it all the way down, 297, and we're back in the yellow, where we've never made it quite into green. Yeah, never mind, that didn't really work too much, it's just put us in the negative, but, I did fix the electricity part. You see, the thing is, I think we're just gonna have to get something that's gonna power us a bit better, but that's gonna cost money. Okay, I just whacked it down in the middle of my entire city. Hey, power! Oh, I just realized after I fixed the terrain a bit, it definitely now does look like, it definitely looks like a heart, a beautiful little heart. Alright, so what I can see from what's going on here is that the majority of our money is coming in through taxes and residential and our industrial. The office never really paid off. In fact, I'm making half as much just from these 2 little toll booths at the start of my goddamn country. This IT cluster has been nothing but failure for me. In fact, I've still only got 8 people as students in this entire university. It has a capacity of 4,507. I have 7. One of them probably just got ran over outside. I got another idea for this sewage problem. What if I just go ahead and I just turn all of Canada into a giant lake where we don't have to, oh god. There you go. You remember the time the United States went ahead and turned Canada into a giant sewage lake? No? You need to check your history books, friend. Things have taken a little turn for the worst as my population has naturally started dying off. Now, the experiment of putting down nothing in terms of services for my population seems to be failing quite hard now, as there are so many pop-ups. It's not the fact that the experiment's failing, but the lag is definitely failing. There's just such a variety of problems. It's just this one area of the city. There's no garbage. There's nothing to pick up the garbage with. Someone's sick over there. No electricity. There's criminals in this building. There's just all sorts of fun stuff going on. If we were playing Cities Skylines normally and not with the sole intent of just ruining people's lives, my city would definitely be on the verge of collapsing right now. I've just realized just what the hell's going on. Okay, the problem is you drove into the fresh tarmac before it settled, and now look at that. You look like an idiot. Your car is under the road. Oh, I came over to check out the traffic, and it's kind of more of just a parking lot now. But you know what? It's making me got a lot of money. Kind of something to. Yeah, health. Okay, let's look at the... Okay, so 4,000 people are very sick, and my city appears to just be a big red stain on the landscape. Looking at these numbers, though, alright? Yeah, it's 24%. That's not very good. People aren't feeling their best, but it could be worse. It could literally be worse. Oh, God, I'm looking at my education. 98% uneducated. I'm literally caveman society. I just realized how I've destroyed North America with my big sewage lake. Oh, hold on a second. It's even a bit of a like a sewage little dip here, a bit of a waterfall. I think we could dam this off, maybe get a bit of power going. Oh, I put it down and immediately there's a sinkhole, so I think I've angered the gods right there somehow. Yeah, I think I've actually broken society. We're now too stupid to have anybody working in the shops because no one's educated. I thought I could go ahead and try and fix it by putting a couple more schools down, hence the negative money right now, plus the damn thing that costs a lot of money too. But nonetheless, yeah, it's not fixing. We're still 98% uneducated, and we're stupid. We're legitimately so stupid. It's collapsing society. Nobody can work anywhere. They're all just working in the factories, which are pointless because we can't sell any of the goods because no one's working in the shops. I have well and truly backed myself quite into the corner here. I've made people too stupid. I think the problem might be my education isn't really getting up to a high school level because we never sent anyone through elementary school. Because my elementary schools are all filled up, I'm assuming with the children, but my high schools, which put another one down somewhere. Where's the high school? Anyone see a high school around here? Yeah, but look at that. Because everyone's too stupid and they never went through elementary school, they could never get to high school level. So I'm having to teach a whole new generation right now, and it's not going too well. Let's just put it that way. I legitimately can't believe my society has collapsed in on itself. For the simple fact, my people are so stupid. They're running around the streets eating Lego. We're so stupid. I've knocked it up a percentage and I've just been sitting here waiting for it to go up. We're stupid. We're too stupid. I think this is definitely a sign that I think someone somewhere is not happy with what I've done to this population of Neanderthals. How are my kids supposed to play outside when this is happening? Okay, Karen, it's literally a thunderstorm. What do you want me to do, you Neanderthal? Yeah, we're gonna end it off with this dramatic shot right here of my city being completely pummeled to the ground. There's definitely a lot of problems in the city, from the multiple fires raging at all times to the lightning storms destroying the actual town. There's mass unemployment because people are too stupid to work in the shops now, which means our whole industrial base is completely worthless because whilst we are apparently clever enough to smack the tools together, we're not smart enough to then take them to this place and sell those things. But you know what, bar all those problems, the massive crime, the fact we're all too stupid to, you know, just walk in the street anymore. Yeah, it's a good city. Shame about everyone kind of just running around as cavemen. But you know what, I think that adds to the charm. And whilst we did go ahead and collapse, we went down in glorious hellfire. I say hellfire. It's just a bunch of Neanderthals rolling around the street, wondering why they're starving to death when they don't work in the shops. Yeah, I know you guys enjoy Cities Skylines, and you probably enjoyed this fun little look-see into it again with my weird little experiment city, which went terribly. I hope you leave a like and subscribe button down below for more content like this, and I'll catch you around, I suppose.